Hello, this is Thomas, K4SWL. If you're new here, I like to do real-time, real-life amateur radio field activation videos, and those who've been following my channel for very long know exactly where I am right now. I'm at the Folk Art Center at the Blue Ridge Parkway. I just finished a ham radio workbench recording. I did it at my buddy Vlado's house in 3CZ. He let me use his QTH because he has much better bandwidth than I do at home, and our bandwidth has been so bad I didn't want it to be all jittery during our recording. And we don't usually record this early in the day, my time, but we were interviewing Simon from the UK, and so it worked out really nicely. And now I thought on the way home I want to do an activation. So before I get going very far, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you for being a kind person and a good human being. If you are interested in skipping through this activation, you can just hover your pointer over the timeline below on YouTube, and I usually put chapters in here, some simple chapters, because I don't edit my videos. I do, however, put a field report on QRT.com, and if you look in the description below, you'll see a link to that field report. Thank you to my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters too. You guys are absolutely amazing. And here's some trash I'm going to pick up on the way out. I'm walking slowly today. I am still, I think, probably the last video that I posted, I mentioned that I'd somehow strained my back, and it has been something that's been plaguing me now for nearly 2.5 weeks. And so I am taking it easy. I am not going to put a line in a tree, although I'd love to do it. I'm going to try to do this activation with my Elecraft KX2 and AX1 antenna like I did in my, probably the last activation I published. So we keep things nice and simple today. I haven't spotted myself or anything. I really don't want this to be a long activation, to be honest. I want to hit the road pretty soon. Get back to the house. I've got a couple things to do. Need to help a friend with something. This is all I need. However, I am bringing my Bengali adventure key with me today, just to make this that much more special. I love this key, and I don't use it nearly enough. Ooh, there are gnats everywhere. So, I haven't spotted myself. I should definitely have internet coverage here, so I won't worry about that too much. Let's go ahead and get our counterpoise out. So yeah, I would put a line in a tree, but quite honestly, my back is just kind of sore, and although putting a line in a tree with an arborist throw line doesn't put a strain on me, if I'm not careful, I'll just like do it the wrong way, and I'm not going to mess with my back right now. It seems to be kind of on the mend, and I want to stick with that. Okay, come on, lead. Why are you being that way? Let's see, do I have another lead for my lead holder? I've got one in here. You know what? I've got several pencils. I think this is the one I was using last time. I'll just use this. Grab my logbook out while I can too. Why not do that? Let's get the counterpoise out. So I'll kind of be stuck on 20 meters. I didn't bring the 40 meter extension with me, so I don't really have anything technically below 20. I can probably work 30 in a pinch, but it'll be with a high SWR. Let's go ahead and put this on. Yeah, I had a really good recording. It was really nice to be awake for the whole thing. We record these so late in the day sometimes that's the only negative about them, is I'm not a good late night person. And our conversations go on a long time. The average ham radio workbench podcast episode's probably 3 hours. That's how crazy it gets. But we all love each other's company, and it is so much fun. In a way, it's kind of become my ham radio club meeting, because it's been hard for me to make it out to in-person radio club meetings, and this really fills that void. Be with friends, and that's what it's all about. Okay, let's put up the antenna now. I'm not doing this in a huge hurry. I could if I wanted to, but I don't need to. I just hope it doesn't rain on me. It is getting a little dark. We've had such beautiful weather lately that we haven't really had any rain, except little showers, which looks like what's forming over me right now. So if I can just get my activation done before it does. Okay, put up this antenna. And you can see here how that looks. It's not... This is all I got here. So let's hope I can work something. Let's hope that the bands are agreeable today. Let's hope so. Let's see here. And that needs to be on the 20 meter setting, because that's where I'm going to move down to. Well, that's a good sign. It is the weekend. Let's see if anybody's on 56. Sounds like it. Sounds like there's some QSB going on. Okay, let's set up the logs here real quick. So BRP US 3378. Today is the 14th of September, 2025. And I got the KX2, AX1. We're going to be on 20 meters. 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. So we're at 1900 hours if I can get that in time. And that is pretty much it. I just need to get on the POTA site. Probably log in because I'm sure it's... I'm hearing something there, but it doesn't sound like it's... Pretty sure that's off. This table is filled with ants and gnats today. Ooh, that's a little fast. I don't know, I can't tell. That sounds like maybe a weak station below me there. Tempted to go up kind of high. Why is the noise blanker on? Do I need that? Probably don't need that. And what's the filter set to? I like the filter kind of wide here. There we go. Okay, it's got me in here. So add spot. The frequency is 14063. US 3378. CW. Wait. Did I do that? I did it. I did it. Sorry, it's kind of automatic. I think I remember doing it. That was for me, wasn't it? Maybe that wasn't. Actually, you're about a 5'9". Are you in Rhode Island? Yep. Oh my gosh. What is going on there? I don't... Gotcha. Gotcha. He said yes, but the call is. I just couldn't hear the E because of all the interference. Gotcha. I got you, buddy. Oh, there we go. It still says VY2S. Okay, wait. Now I've got this audio cranked way up on my KX2 for the video, but it's making the speaker rattle a little bit. I need to fix that. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Need one more. I feel the rain's coming really soon. The wind's picking up right now. I won't be doing this much longer. I've got 11 contacts now. Let's double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. This is going to be a little quick hit and run activation. That was nice. Someone gave me my 2 dits at the end. Whoops. I've got little tiny ants all over me too. Okay, let me take a few photos here real quick. This is really fun. I love being able to do these activations like this. Like, this just gave me the time to... I had enough time to do this. Take a photo of my logs. This will go on QRT.com. I had enough time to do this, and this made it very accessible to me to be able to use the AX1 antenna. It really did. Because right now, I'm, like I said, for my back, I don't want to do anything that could make it get worse. So I'm trying to watch it right now. And I'm sure I'll be fine after a while. Usually these things don't last this long. I've always had like lower back problems. Not to sound too much like a 75-meter conversation, but I've always had issues even when I was like in my 20s. But this time it's been very persistent and annoying. Haven't been able to do any of the things I like to do, like ride my bike or do some soda, which I've been dying to do because we've had such good soda weather. Whoops, did I just pull that out? I did. Let's get that back in there. I somehow took out this screw the whole way. There we go. Let's get you in there. There we go. Yeah, so I'm itching to do some soda activations here while it's... I mean, this is the cool thing, isn't it? Like, this whole thing fits in this little bag. I love that part of amateur radio. It still excites me. Yeah. My buddy Vlado went out today and did a SOTA activation, and he went to Black Balsam, which is one of the summits I just love. It's just such an easy, casual, fun site to play POTA, or SOTA, and POTA. Actually, it's on a POTA site as well. And I wanted to join him, but I can't do the hike right now. If I twisted my leg even just a little bit the wrong way, it'd set me back again, and I can't deal with that. So it is what it is. But yeah, no, it just blows my mind that I can have a pack this small, take my entire station, workstations all the way from Maine to Florida, and out as far as, what was it, Iowa was maybe my furthest west today. And I'm sure if I'd have gone on 17 meters or something, I'd have gotten more stations. But I just wanted a quick hit activation, and this certainly did it for me. This Bugali Adventure, this is stupid expensive, but it's a really, really nice key. It's really beautiful. And I'm grateful to one of my Patreon supporters who made this available to me. They sold it to me for a song, and it was very kind of them. They weren't using it, and so I really appreciate it. Let's see. Yeah, that's it. It just feels like there should be more to do. See, this is the amazing thing about having an antenna like the AX2, is that setup and takedown time is just nothing. So you get more on the air time. Like, yeah, it's not as big of an antenna as, you know, a nice wire antenna or something. And if I were going to be out here for a little bit longer, and I didn't have back problems, I would have gone for a wire antenna. But by golly, it's hard to beat the AX1, at least here in Eastern North America. It has never, ever let me down in the field. I have always got my activations done. On poor propagations days, yeah, it takes a bit longer, but I've been able to get them done. It hasn't been a problem. So, you know, you can't beat that at the end of the day. So, let's see. I'm going to pick up a little bit of trash here before I go, but before I do that, I'm just going to say thank you so much for joining me on this little short activation, this kind of quick hit and run style activation on a beautiful afternoon with the rain threatening, but I think this is just a little shower, and maybe it'll hold off. We actually could use a little bit of rain right now. It's kind of dry at the moment. But yeah, thank you for joining me. Thank you so much to my Patreon and Coffee Fund supporters. But more than that, thank you for being a kind person on planet Earth. We need more kind people. We need more people with empathy. And in our community, we need more people who are present and are there for their fellow amateur radio operators. Because our amateur radio world is all about the community. As I said in a presentation recently, I've always struggled calling amateur radio a hobby because I feel like it's so much more than a hobby. And I really feel like it's the amateur radio community, and it's why I go to conventions. It's why I meet up with people. It's all about that community and those awesome people out there. All the people I just worked, they're all a part of that community. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you for being a part of the community. Until next time, 7 twos.